All right, and welcome back. This is Rob Thomas, your Everything Microsoft Enterprise Cloud Chief Architect. And today we're going to actually create a cloud flow. So this topic today is creating triggers or a trigger in Power Automate. So a simple cloud flow. All right, without further ado, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. And that is going to be Enterprise Software Solution, the software dudes. These guys are great for any of your Microsoft SQL Server, Windows Server, SharePoint, Azure, 365 Dynamics, Copilot, and Power BI needs. I highly recommend you reach out to these guys. They're great. You can see a lot of their clients that they work with. I'm one of their clients and one of their partners. ESS is amazing. Software dudes are wonderful. Definitely reach out to them for any of your Microsoft needs and Microsoft purchases. All right, so let's jump into Power Automate. We're going to get into creating basically a cloud flow, right? So as we're going to cover that today, I'm going to pull back the curtain on how a flow is built, right? I'm going to show you two core building blocks that are the foundation of every automation you'll ever create. And the best way to understand this, again, is to just do it, all right? Now, for every single flow in Power Automate, again, there's two simple things. There's a trigger and an action, right? The trigger is the event that starts the flow. Think of it as a doorbell. When someone presses the doorbell, it triggers a chain reaction. The action is the task that happens after that trigger. So in our doorbell analogy, the action is the doorbell ringing and you opening the door. To see this in action, we're going to create a brand new flow. So now that we're on this, the create page, which is here, right? So you would click this create page and you'll come here and you'll select automated flows. All right. So now that we got our automated flows, this is a blank flow that we're creating. One of the things I want to do is I want to give it a descriptive name. So I want to say when an item is created in SharePoint, send an email. So let's type that. I'm just going to paste it in there, right? And I might switch it up. I'll say when an item is created, or when I'm going to say what we're doing. So we'll say when a issue is created. So let's switch that around. When an issue is created in SharePoint, let's send an email. All right, cool. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to be able to track down. We want to find this this SharePoint trigger. And to do that, we wanted to search for SharePoint. So we know it's in SharePoint, right? So you can see some already here. And the one we're looking for is that one. But I'm just going to put this in here. I'm just going to show you all of them, right? So you can see all of them. So we're going to say when an item is created. So we're going to click that one. And we want to click create. All right. All right. So we got that going. And it's starting to create this for us. So now we have it here. So it says invalid parameter, right? All right, which is good. And we're going to solve that problem shortly here. So now, and I don't want you to panic about that, right? So we're going to make that warning go away. But first, what we want to do is we want to add an action, right? And I will click the plus sign. And now it's going to show me in the search bar, right? I'm going to see like all of these additional connections, right? Or these are the connections, right? And this is the actions that's going to happen within this connection. So I want to take an action, and to do that, my action is to send an email. So I know the send an email is going to happen from Outlook. So it's kind of smart if I just type in Outlook here. So we're going to say Outlook. And this is where it gets a little tricky. Like when you're typing the word Outlook, you could be tricked by this one, Outlook.com. This Outlook.com means you have a .com personal email address and not a work email address or a non-personal email address, which is Office 365 Outlook. So there's a difference. So I just kind of want you to be aware of that, right? So usually to get around that is you want to go Outlook 365 and you just put that in there. And then what's it going to do? It's going to remove that one and then just show you this one. And it might even show you stuff like Dataverse, you see here, Office 365 users, stuff like that. But you're automatically knows here. And then you want to click see more. So see more is going to spin this up. And then really what you're looking for is something that says send an email V2. Now, V2 just means version 2 of this built trigger, right? So a little weird they put that there, but should be in the background. It should be like clicking here, but it just means version 2 of this trigger. And you can see a lot of them say version 2. So you do want to just click send an email, and then it's going to add it there. Now you're going to get the same thing. If I click out of it, right, you'll get the same like invalid parameters. If I click that one, well, it should show me invalid parameters, but that's okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go in here and get rid of that invalid parameters by clicking on it. And all this is doing is it's just basically saying, hey, like it doesn't have these two things in red. Fix the parameters. And what we want to do is just find the SharePoint site that we want to grab. So if we click here, I just want to get rid of my LastPass because it'll pop up and drive me crazy. So let me just pause this for a second. Let me pause this for a site, right? And then you can see here, right? Let me just click out of it again. I'm clicking again. You click it and it'll list everything. Now, I know I want to get something from my SharePoint site. So I'm saying, great. So let me look for something in marketing. So I'm going to go to my marketing SharePoint site. So boom, the moment I get there, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's find a list. How many lists are in there? And if I go to my marketing SharePoint site, click there, it's going to yeah, you got one list. If I had multiple to list them, but it's showing my campaign issues tracker list, right? So when I click that one and boom, invalid parameters are now gone, right? It's working. There's no save. There's none of that. You just click over here and you're good. Let's go to the next one right here. And then this should, because it's going to fail because it needs to know where to go. So typical Microsoft, you can just click in here and I could start putting my name, ROB, or I could send any user that I had set up here. So I'm going to click here and it's going to say my name, Rob Thomas. Great. Now I want to go to a subject. And I want to give it a subject. And I'm probably going to say, let me think out loud on this one. When an item is created on SharePoint, or I'll say something like issue was created. I want to say a new issue was created. So I'll call it like this. New issue was created. Then I want to put something in the body. So I'm going to cheat a little bit because I already created this. I'm going to grab that one right there. Right. And I'm going to say new campaign issue has been created. Boom. Put it there. Right. Good to go. Everything looks good. I click out. Boom. We're good. Now, that's pretty much it. Two things happen. And let's go back to the architecture, the idea. And that is we created a trigger and an action. And once you understand it, you can build just about anything. So now I love to hear your feedback because we completed creating this. I think it looks good. It totally works. And what small piece of repetitive task in your day that you could automate using this simple trigger and action logic? I mean, tell me in the comments below. Now, if you found this video to be helpful, please give it a like. And if you want to see more or see how I can make this flow even more powerful by adding more steps, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. All right. Thank you so much for your time and see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.